All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
On the double.
Mike, 28.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch the slack.
Back. Go.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got him in, it's Brown. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Check 31. Gone. Switch. SOS. Check. Pilot, 64, weak. Check. Crunch. Watch twist. Watch go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check 50. General, West. Check nickel. Check 3. Check. Kill. Faster. Check 4. Shift.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Oh, you got deep?
Check. 52's the mic. Check. 52's the mic.
No chance.
Charlie.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On the ball.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons. Back to throw now on first down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On first and goal, Gurley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 6 yards away. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
You see it all day.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go now. Let's go now. Check. 50. Plant.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Check 30. Blue dart porkers. Blue dart porkers.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. Mike, 44. Greystone travel. Rush in. Watch the safety creep. Smoke.
Fo's the mic.
Ready, go.
Second and 2.
Hey, watch the slant.
He finds Corey Davis. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Leo, watch the edge.
Show an A. Show an A.
Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. The second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
That's fielded in the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
Orbit. Now watch run, watch run.
44's the mic. 44.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That's fielded in the end zone.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay,
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass.
Hey, high 7.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
2nd and 10. He's got Burton here. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 43 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Ready up.
28. Mike, 28.
Cut. Watch the twist.
Hey, zoom.
28.
Go.
2nd and 11.
Watch the pass.
Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Elliott good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get it.
He'll drop to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Ready?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Alpha.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
set to kick off.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On the ball. Check it. Ready, go.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. He's crashing. He's chopper. Chopper. Watch the twist. Sponge, sponge, sponge.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. In the backfield by himself is Brown. 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
Get ready.
Check 9, check 9.
Shoot. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Check bomber, 22, check bomber.
Here we go.
Check. Lock it.
Check 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Check, 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 check.
Bang, 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 bang.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 41 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Wide, get wide.
Watch that, watch that, watch that.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, it's Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Defense wins championships, baby.
2nd and 5. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Big Ed, Big Ed. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Joker, Joker. Now.
A run here with Brown, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Check 33, 33.
Get it.
Now back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Strip that ball.
Hey, Charlie.
45, 45.
Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So again, they run with Gurley. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the...
Good job, Robbie.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, oh, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Come on,
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Keep doing that.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but
I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent, like the best player of all that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Atlanta, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll try and turn things around.